Good evening. In India, there are so many acts that are passed by the parliament and there are so many acts that are being implemented. One such act is Prohibition of Child Marriage Act. As far as this particular act is concerned, child marriage is prohibited in India. Otherwise, we'll see large number of children are getting married. But this is the time that we need to understand as far as the Prohibition of a Child Marriage Act is concerned, who should be considered as a child? Here, if you look at boys and girls, a boy who has not completed the age of 21, meaning with respect to males, who has not completed the age of 21 is considered to be a child, and a girl who has not completed 18 years of age is considered as a child, meaning these are the minors. And such type of peoples, such minors marriages is not at all permitted. In this particular case, both boy and girl need not be the minor. If at least one person is a minor, that will fall under the purview of the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act. If two are minors, then it will be falling under the purview. If at least one person is a minor, then it will be falling again under the purview of the Child Marriage Act. And the people who participated, who promoted, who abetted, who performed, that is, who solemnized, everybody will be penalized, and that is the strictness of this particular law. But later, what happened recently? The government has appointed a task committee, and the task committee has been given, a particular task to look into the conditions of the women. Right? So, after verifying, after studying, that task committee, which was headed by former Samata Party leader Jaya Jetli, has submitted the recommendations. One important suggestion that is given by this committee, this task force committee, is that marriageable age for girls must be increased from 18 to 21 years. So this is the recommendation that is made, and the government has accepted this one. Accordingly, you have to amend the existing Prohibition of a Child Marriage Act. For this reason, an amendment bill called Prohibition of a Child Marriage Amendment Bill 2021 has been introduced in the Parliament. But immediately after that one, that has been referred to a Parliamentary Standing Committee. And that Parliamentary Standing Committee wanted suggestions from the people, and it has given a mail ID for the purpose of the responses. And for their surprise, when they opened the email, out of 95,000 emails that were received by the committee, 90,000 mails have opposed for increasing the marriageable age. But the government has got its own doubts. Somebody is making some conspiracy. From a single place, so many mails must have been sent, right? But whatever it is, government is very keen on going ahead with the increasing the marriageable age. So definitely there will be some advantages. Some people may have different opinions. After all, we are living in a democracy, and everybody's view must be respected. But ultimately, a decision has to be taken in such a way where that will be helping the large number of people who are falling in that particular category. Regarding that, I have the information, and I would like to share the same information with you. Kindly have a look at this. So the Parliamentary Standing Committee, which is tasked to study the Prohibition of a Child Marriage Amendment Bill of 2021. It proposed to increase the age of marriage for women to 21 from 18 years. And this committee had its second meeting on April 13th, 2022. But what is the name of the standing committee? This standing committee is called Parliamentary Standing Committee on Education, Women, Children, Youth and Sports. And every parliamentary committee is headed by someone. And this parliamentary committee is headed by a member of parliament who belongs to BJP, and his name is Vinay Sahasrabuddhe. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe met with some of the members of the task force appointed by the government in June 2020. Meaning, in order to know the information, they met and it recommended to raise the age of the marriage. Why? To improve the nutritional status of mothers. Meaning, once a girl is getting married at early age, there is every possibility of becoming pregnant at very early age. And that particular girl may not be sufficiently developed to withstand all these things. That is the reason why nutritional status is very important, and also for the newborns. And to curb, this will lead to curb the infant and maternal mortality rates. That is the reason why India is one of the countries in the world where we have, this large number of infant mortality rates and also maternal mortality rates. But nowadays, this is coming down very drastically. That is a very good sign. Governments at the central level and state level, they are taking so many measures to improve the conditions, right? And as far as this task force is concerned, based on the task force recommendations, the Ministry of Women and Child Development introduced a bill in the Parliament in December 2021. And this has been referred to the standing committee. This is a standing committee we have discussed. And following the calls for the greater scrutiny from opposition parties, meaning opposition parties demanded it should be, the bill has to be, amendment bill must be discussed, it should be scrutinized, and the opinion of the people from different sections must be taken. That is the reason why it was referred to the standing committee. Look at this. And when it comes to among those present from the task force were its head, former Samata Party leader Jaya Jaitley, Niti Ayog member Vinod Pal, and Ahmedabad-based Dr. Deepti Shah. And those who presented the meeting said that the standing committee members received the copy of the task force report on the age of marriage only a day or 2 days ago, and this is necessitating them to go for another round of discussion. Very, very, very important. That is the reason why decisions can't be taken so easily. You have to go for a large number of rounds. And the panel was also told that the issue must be accompanied by measures so that it will help delay underage marriages, such as access to education and improving women's safety. And it is also learned that the parliamentary panel received 95,000 emails, out of which 90,000 opposed the bill. And we need to wait further. The panel may be asking for more suggestions. People will be responding, and based on that one, a decision may be taken by the parliament. So like this, these acts are important, very important rather. So whenever they are related to children or women or SCs, STs and other backward classes and minorities, so these are all the important aspects for the examination point of view. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next session.